let us discuss the cultivation of cotton fiber, then properties and application of cotton fiber. Please look at the slide. Cotton is essentially produced for its fiber, which is universally used as a textile raw material. Cotton is an important commodity in the world economy, grown in more than 100 countries. So cotton is a heavily traded agriculture commodity with over 150 countries involved in exports or imports of cotton. Cotton is the most important naturally derived vegetable fiber. Yes, we might be discussed during the classification of cotton fibers. So cotton comes under the category of naturally derived vegetable fiber. It comes under the Malvaceae family. Yes, this thing already you might be discussed in the plus 2 itself in the botany. Okay, cotton comes under the category of Malvaceae family. The most consumable fiber in the world. Yes, cotton is the most consumable fiber in the world. Then you have to think it over the applications. Once I am telling it is the most consumable fiber in the world means the application is a wide variety of application of cotton fiber. It shows. So cotton is a soft fiber and it is a staple fiber. Yes, staple fiber in the sense it is limited in length. So that is the reason why we are calling it as a staple fiber. It grows in a form known as ball around the seeds of the cotton plant. A shrub native to tropical and subtropical regions including America, India and Africa. So these are all the cotton cultivating countries in the world, mostly. America, India, Africa, Egypt, then so many other countries are cultivating the cotton. Okay. So now look at the density of the cotton fiber is 1.52 gram per cubic centimeter. Okay. Now let us see, cotton fibers are naturally a hollow, soft, cool, known as breathable fibers and absorbent fiber. Yes, already we might be discussed. Cotton fiber is having more amorphous region than the crystalline region. Okay. So cotton fibers can hold water 24 to 27 times their own weight. Please think it over. The cotton fiber can hold water 24 to 27 times their own weight of the material. They are very strong. So cotton fiber, it has good dye absorbent property because of the amorphous content present in the cotton fiber. Not only the amorphous content present in the cotton fiber, it has polar groups in the cotton fiber. Polar groups is nothing but your water absorbing group like hydroxyl groups, then carboxyl group, then phenol groups. So these are all called polar groups. Polar groups means water absorbing groups. So whenever a material is having polar groups, it absorbs the water readily. Okay. So cotton is having polar groups like hydroxyl group, so it will absorb the water very readily. So when the dyeing takes place, what will happen? The dye will also absorb the cotton fiber very readily. Then it can withstand against abrasion wear, because already see, we might be wearing the dress materials. Okay, it's made of cotton fiber. So when you are traveling or when you are rubbing, what will happen? It has good abrasion resistance to wear. Similarly, it has good withstanding temperature, high temperature. Even during the very hot season, what type of fabric you are willing to wear? You are willing to wear cotton fabric because it can withstand not only high temperature, it will give comfort to the wearer. Okay. In a single word, I am telling the cotton is comfortable to the wearer because it absorbs the sweat readily. Okay. So that is the reason why we are feeling comfortable while wearing cotton cloths during the hot climatic conditions. When you look at the fiber length to breadth ratio, again it varies from different varieties of cotton fiber. If you take cotton varieties like Lakshmi cotton, Varalakshmi cotton, then MCU5, Sankar cotton, there are so many varieties of cotton fibers are available. So this length to breadth ratio will vary from cotton to cotton. Okay. But if you look at the longest and the best type ranges from about 6000 is to 1. I told you at the beginning when you can call it as a fiber, when you can call it as a textile fiber. Okay. So the longest cotton fiber which is having the length to breadth ratio is 6000 is to 1, and about 350 is to 1 for the shortest fiber, or you can call it as it is the coarsest fiber or coarser fiber. Okay. So the longest fibers which are having the length to breadth ratio of 6000 is to 1, whereas the shortest fibers are having the length to breadth ratio of 350 is to 1. The higher this ratio, what will happen? The easier for the cotton fibers to be spun into yarn. Okay. If the ratio is very high, what will happen or what will be the result? The easier for the cotton fiber to be spun into yarn. You can convert the fibers very easily to make it into a yarn. So that is the only reason we are more concentrating on the length to breadth ratio of the fiber. Okay. Now coming to the other properties. Normally the cotton, the color of the cotton is creamy white. The color of the cotton fiber again depends on its type. I told you there are so many varieties of cotton fiber. Again it depends on the type of the cotton fiber, the environment, soil and the climatic conditions under which it is grown. So all these factors are influencing the color of the cotton fiber. Okay. The type, environment, soil and climatic conditions under which it is grown, which is playing a major role. It decides the color of the cotton. These factors influencing not only color, these factors also influence the amount of protein content and the mineral content present in the fiber. So cotton fiber contains so many protein matters. Similarly, it contains mineral matters. Apart from cellulose, the cotton fiber contains so many varieties of protein and mineral matters. When you look at the chemical composition of cotton, okay, when you look at the chemical composition, what will happen? Cellulose occupies 88 percentage to 95 percentage, whereas your protein content occupies 1 to 2 percentage. Oil and wax content occupies 0.4 to 1.5 percentage, and then pectin content occupies 0.4 to 1.5 percentage. Mineral occupies 0.7 to 1.6 percentage. The other impurities occupies 0.5 to 0.8 percentage. So this is the chemical composition of your raw cotton fiber. Okay. Then coming to the next point, cotton fiber have a natural luster, which is due to natural polish on the surface, and it is nearly a circular cross-sectional shape. So that is the reason why cotton fiber is having naturally luster. Okay. Then coming to the cultivation of cotton fiber, see, the cotton is cultivated in almost every country in the world having a mild climatic condition suitable for cotton cultivation. What type of climate is needed for cultivation of cotton fiber? You need mild climatic conditions. Okay, you need mild climatic conditions. See, American cotton dominates world market. The other countries are large producers of cotton are India, Brazil, Mexico, Egypt and China. So these are all the other countries which are producing cotton in a very larger manner. So apart from the cotton growing areas, USA, India, China, Brazil, Egypt, Mexico. Cotton is cultivated in even Turkey, Argentina, Spain, Pakistan. So these are all the countries which are cultivating the cotton fiber apart from the large producers. Okay. Now if you look at how the cotton is cultivating, see it is actually it belongs to the agriculture, but even though we should know how the cotton is cultivating, okay, in the agriculture land. Now let us see one by one, the step by step. See, cotton plantation takes place in the month of March and April, and it takes one full year. Okay. So the method of cultivation varies considerably in different part of the world according to the nature. So the cultivation also it will vary from country to country according to the nature, according to the climatic conditions. See, suitable soil and climates are absolutely essential for the growth of the plant. Yes. See, most of you might be coming from the agriculture background. You can come to know how difficult to cultivate the cotton fiber without having any difficulty. Okay. So suitable soil and climatic conditions are essential for the growth of the plant. Of course, cultivation and application of essential fertilizer help to obtain improved fiber. Yes, during the growth of the cotton fiber, you need to add fertilizers. Okay, in order to good growth or the improved fiber. Okay, so in the preparation of ground for planting, ridges should be formed with spaces 1.5 to 2 meters between them. So I will show you a video at the end of this lecture, okay, how the cotton cultivation taking place. Then the seeds are sown. When the plant appears on the ground, they should be thinned out, leaving only the strongest plant growing at a suitable interval along the ridges. So you have to remove the thin plant. Okay, you have to remove the thin plant, only leaving the strongest plant. Okay, so during growth, what type of precautions you should be take? Precautions should be taken for its resistance towards insect and diseases. Okay, so you have to take some precautions to prevent from insects and diseases. So the flower appear in the month of June. This lasts only a day or so. This flower will disappear within a day. So after disappear of the flower, the seed becomes gradually surrounded by a soft fibrous substance. So by this time, the flower pod appears and it grow to full size in the month of August. In between this time, the fiber growth continuously until they mature. So the enlargement of the seed causes the pod to burst and ball whitish fiber is brought to light. So in this period, it should be immediately collected for cotton fiber extraction. So once it comes out from the ball, so you have to collect the cotton fiber from the plant immediately. Okay. It should be remembered that cotton is a seed hair and it gets out of the pod as soon as the seed is mature. So that is the reason why you have to collect the cotton fiber immediately it comes out from the ball. Okay. Then the fiber helps the seed to fly in the air and gets carried away by airflow to other places. So before this type of problem, you have to collect the cotton fiber. Okay, it should be plugged. So after plugging, the cotton with the seed is transferred to the ginning factory for the separation of fiber from the seeds. So what is the purpose of the ginning factory? It has to separate the cotton fiber from the seeds. Now look at the properties of cotton. See, if you look at the physical properties, it has good luster, it has good tenacity, or you can call it as it has good strength, then it has elastic recovery property, then elongation property. So I told you the density of the cotton fiber 1.52. Then the moisture absorption property is 8%. Similarly, if you look at the dimensional stability of the cotton fiber, it has good dimensional stability. It has good resistance towards mild acids. Whereas if you subject it to strong acids like hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid, what will happen? The cotton fiber, it starts dissolving. So it cannot withstand towards the strong acids. Then towards the alkaline treatment, yes, cotton fiber is having good resistance towards alkaline treatment, like you can treat it with sodium carbonate, you can treat it with sodium hydroxide. I think you might be knowing that when the cotton fiber is treated with sodium hydroxide, a good luster property is getting. So that process is called mercerization process. I think most of the lateral entry students, you might be studied during the diploma. Okay, so when the cotton fiber is treated with sodium hydroxide, so you will get 2 or 3 properties, like dye uptake will get improved, then you will get more absorption property. Okay, then this takes place during the mercerization process. That we will discuss elaborately during the textile wet processing. Okay. Then effect of sunlight. Yes, this fiber is having good resistant property. Okay. This fiber is having good sunlight. It is having good resisting power. Okay. Then it has very poor towards insect. So when you store it, if a cotton fabric is stored in a particular place, what will happen? Some insects will start growing, then it will affect the quality of the fabric. Okay. Then regarding flame, yes, this cotton fiber will readily catches the fire. Okay, these are all the properties. Okay. So coming to the comparison purpose, just I have shown a comparison with the bamboo fiber. See, nowadays bamboo fiber is also available. This fiber is having good properties when compared to the our cotton fiber. So when you look at the strength, our cotton fiber is having more or less extremely good strength when compared to the bamboo fiber. Then if you take elongation, the elongation percentage, see, if you look at the cotton, it is having 6% elongation, whereas bamboo fiber is having 16% elongation. Then if you take short fiber index, cotton fiber is having more short fibers, that is roughly around 10%, whereas your bamboo fiber is having 6%. Then if you come to the uniformity index percentage, the cotton fiber is having 80% of uniformity index, whereas your bamboo fiber is having almost 93%. Okay. Then coming to the moisture content, 6.5%. Here cotton fiber is having 7.5%. Then if you take the micronair value, it is nothing but it indicates the fineness of the cotton fiber. Fineness means if you look at, it is having 4%. Here it is also the 4%. Okay. So micronair, it is expressed in terms of micrograms per inch. See, now look at the tabular column. So this shows the chemical composition of your cotton fiber. So cellulose is having 88 to 96% it occupies, whereas pectin substance it occupies 0.7 to 1.2%, whereas the wax content is 0.4 to 1%, protein content is 1.1 to 2%, ash content is 0.7 to 1.6%. The other organic compounds are 0.5 to 1%. So this is the typical chemical composition of your cotton fiber. See, length is one of the most important property of the cotton fiber, because I told you the length is playing a very major role. So depends upon the length of the fiber, right from blow room to up to spinning, each and every settings in the machineries, it depends upon the length of the fiber. So that is the reason why the length is the most important property in cotton fiber. Not only in cotton, in all the fibers. So the length of the fiber is about 10 mm to 65 mm. Again, it depends upon the quality of the fiber. So I told you there are so many varieties of cotton fibers like Varalakshmi cotton, MCU cotton, Sankar 4, Sankar 6. So again, the length of the fiber is also varies. Okay. So longer fibers are generally finer in quality and stronger than the shorter fibers. Okay. So the good length of the fiber helps in easier spinning process, and it is a smoother and stronger yarn. Okay. So if you look at the fiber under microscope, what will happen? A cotton fibers appears as a very fine fiber and a regular fiber. Okay. So if you look at the cotton fiber under the microscope, what will happen? The cotton fibers appears as a very fine fiber and a very regular in cross section. Okay. So now look at the morphological structure of the cotton. So morphological structure of cotton fiber. Cotton is a seed hair fiber. It grows in the form of single cell merging from the epidermis or outer layer of cotton seed. The fiber grows in a tubular form with a well developed wall enclosing the lumens running down the center. So the cotton fiber is a single plant cell. Its cross section is oval. Please look at the cross section. The cross section of the cotton fiber is in oval shape. So which is compared with the normal hexagonal plant cell. However, like all plant cell, cotton has the following cells. So if you take the morphological structure, so there is a cuticle, there is a primary wall, there is a secondary wall, there is a lumen. Okay, so primary wall, secondary wall, then lumen. Lumen is nothing but an empty space present in the center of your fiber. So please look at the slide. So this slide shows the entire cross-sectional view of your cotton fiber. Similarly, the longitudinal view of the cotton fiber. Okay. So if you take the cross-sectional, it is more or less bean-shaped in cross-section, or you can call it as it is kidney-shaped in cross-section. So the center portion is lumen. This is the primary cell wall. This is the secondary cell wall of the cotton fiber. Okay. So if you take the secondary cell wall here, so these are all the layers of the secondary cell wall. So again, this is the morphological diagram of your cotton fiber. Here the cuticle, then primary wall, secondary wall, and then lumen. Now let us discuss one by one. What is cuticle? The cuticle is the outermost layer, exists very outside of the cotton fiber. Cuticle consists of pectins and proteinous matters. It serves as a smooth, water-resistant coating which protects the fiber from the chemical and other degrading agents. The wax nature of the cuticle enables it to adhere tenaciously to the primary wall of the fiber. This layer is removed from the fiber by scouring process. So this layer when you are removing during this covering process. Okay. So this is comes under the textile wet processing. So I will discuss elaborately when we deal with the textile wet processing. Now the second element is primary wall. So the primary wall is the original thin cell wall which is immediately present underneath the cuticle. It is 200 nanometer in thickness. So the thickness of the primary wall is 200 nanometer. It mainly consists of cellulose or network of small strands of cellulose called fibrils. The fibrils spiral at about 70° to the fiber axis. Sorry. This spiraling imparts strength to the primary cell wall and hence to the fiber. So this makes an overall organized system of continuous and very fine capillaries. The fine capillaries of each cotton fiber contributes greatly to cotton wipe dry performance. Now look at the secondary cell wall. The secondary wall layer of cellulose consists of concentric layers present beneath the primary cell wall, which constitute the main portion of the cotton fiber. So after the fiber has attained its maximum diameter, new layer of cell fibrils are added to form the secondary wall. Its fibrils are about 10 nanometer in thickness but of undefined length. Near the primary cell wall, the fibrils of the secondary wall spiral at about 20° to 30° to the fiber axis. The fibrils are packed close together, again forming small capillaries. As the fibrils changes the direction of their spirals, a weak area exists in the secondary wall structure, which results in weak areas are responsible for alteration of the direction of the twist of the convolutions. So convolution is nothing but the natural twist present in your cotton fiber. Now let us discuss the lumen part. Lumen is the hollow canal that runs the length of the fiber. It is a hollow space present in your cotton fiber. It is filled with cell sap during the growth period. The lumen was once the central vacuole of the growing cotton fiber. After the fiber matures, the ball opens, the protoplasm dries up, and the lumen naturally collapses, leaving a central void in each fiber. When the sap evaporates, its constituents remain behind to contribute to the color of the cotton fiber. As the sap evaporates, the pressure inside the fiber becomes less than the atmospheric pressure on the outside. So this caused the fiber to collapse inward, resulting in the bean shape or a kidney shaped of the cross section of the cotton fiber. So this is the reason why our cotton fiber looks either bean shaped in cross section or kidney shaped in cross section. What is the reason? As the sap evaporates, the pressure inside the fiber becomes less than the atmospheric pressure on the outside of the fiber. So this is the reason why our cotton fiber collapses and resulting in bean shaped in cross section or a kidney shaped in cross section. Okay. So please look at the side. This is the same image of a cotton fiber. So this is the cross sectional view of your cotton fiber. If you look at this cross sectional view, it is more or less elliptical in cross section. There is a center lumen is there. Okay. So this is the longitudinal view of your cotton fiber. It is more or less ribbon shaped in cross section. Okay. So now let us discuss the chemical composition of the cotton fiber with the jute fiber. If you take alpha cellulose, cotton occupies 89 to 96%, whereas your jute occupies 59 to 63%. The hemicellulose present in your cotton fiber is very less, whereas in your jute fiber 22 to 26%. Lignin occupies 12 to 14%. Cotton also it has limited. Oil, fat, waxes, minerals 3 to 4%, whereas you are in cotton fiber 2 to 3%. So now let us see the end uses of cotton. So it is used in apparel purpose. Okay, wide range of wearing apparel, blouse material, shirtings, and even dresses, children wears, active wear, swim wear, shoots, jackets, skirts, pants, sweaters, neck wear. There are so many end uses of cotton fiber. If you look at the home fashions, it is used in curtains, drapiers, bedspreads, okay, then bed sheets, towels, tablecloths, table mats, napkins. So these are all the applications in home fashion. So if you look at the properties, again this is the recalling of all your cotton properties. Appearance, it is flattened in structure, twisted and ribbon like structure, and it has inner hollow. The strength of the cotton fiber is relatively strong. Elasticity, it is very little natural elasticity. Resilience, raw resilience, wrinkles easily. So that is the reason why we are mixing with polyester fiber in order to remove the wrinkle present in your cotton fabric. Okay. So drapability, it is having poor drapability. Drapability means it is the ability of the fabric bend easily. Then heat conductivity, when coming to the heat conductivity, high degree of heat conductivity in case of cotton fiber. Then absorbency, it has good absorbency. Shrinkage, it is having good shrinkage because the fiber it tends to shrink very easily. So in order to avoid the shrinkage, what we are doing, we are mixing with our polyester fiber. So it will avoid the shrinkage of the cotton fiber. Then coming to the effect of heat, withstand moderate heat. So effect of light, it turns yellow color and loses its strength. So when the cotton fiber is or when the cotton fabric is exposed to sunlight, it turns yellow in color and loses its strength. Then reaction of bleaching, it has mild bleaching, work well. Then reaction of alkali, it does not harm the fiber because you will get extraordinary property when you treat the cotton fiber in sodium hydroxide or in sodium carbonate. Okay. So these are all the end uses of your cotton fiber. Now please look at the slide. So this is again you can use it as a t-shirt or jeans or coats, jackets, underwears, then even garments. So cotton is also used to make home furnishings, so bedspreads, then pillow covers, towels, etc. Even sometimes it is used in medicals also like bandages or sanitary towels. Then industrial products like bookbinding cloth or even sometimes it is used as a tarpaulins. Okay. So these are all the advantages and limitations of your cotton fiber. So advantages are it can be dyed easily, it has good conductor of heat, durable since the fiber is strong, easily dried and cleaned, good absorbency power, texturized effects are easily available, high versatile, processed into wide variety of fabrics. The limitations are cotton tends to crease easily. Crease means see, whenever you wearing cotton fabric, then it will tends to crease. Crease is nothing but your wrinkle property. So that is the reason why we are mixing cotton fiber with our polyester fiber to remove the creases. Then tends to shrink easily. Then it is prone to mildew attacks because then it is readily flammable. The cotton fiber, it will catch the fiber very readily. When this fiber is damaged by acids, I told you the strong acids are the solvents for the cotton fiber. Okay. Then it takes longer time to dry because it absorbs more amount of moisture content, more amount of water content when you are washing. So it took long time for the drying process. When exposed to sunlight, it turns yellow in color. Okay.